Okay, everybody, it's time we get serious. Yahoo Serious. Yahoo Serious is Young Einstein. Looks like a pretty crazy movie. Yeah, Young Einstein is a 1988 Australian film. I remember seeing this one on the video store shelves, and I guess it came out in the theater, back in the late 80s. And I just kind of passed it over, and I was like, I don't know, maybe it looks like it might be for kids, It's like a fictionalized account of the life of Albert Einstein. But in this movie, Albert Einstein, played by Yahoo Serious, actually grows up in Australia, in Tasmania specifically. He creates the atomic theory, the E equals mc squared, accidentally by trying to put bubbles in beer. So yeah, he's a genius, and he creates this atomic theory, and he wants to go to the mainland, in this case Australian mainland, and go to Sydney and try and patent his idea. So yeah, it's totally fictional. It's also, they credit him with creating rock and roll and with creating surfing, I think. Those are some pretty bold claims here, Einstein. Yahoo Serious, let's get to that. Your name is a joke, a built-in joke. So you're trying to make everybody laugh as soon as they even say your name and refer to you. Okay, whatever. You'd think the guy would be a lot funnier if his name was a joke. But he's just not. He's got crazy hair. But his whole thing is he just falls down all the time. And it's not even in funny ways. It's like he just, gets knocked out by stuff. He's getting hurt and falling down. And he's a very physical comedian, I guess you could say. So he's actually I'm sure he does all his own stunts, and the stunts aren't really that amazing or anything like that, but it's basically, like I said, it's just him getting hurt the whole time, and we're supposed to just find that super funny. And then he gets blown up and gets blackface a couple of times in here. Yeah, it's really dumb. It's totally stupid. I don't know if this is for kids or what, but up until now, I had no desire to watch this movie. And I don't know what came over me, but I saw it in the thrift store, and I was like, I kind of wonder what this is like, because I didn't know, is this for kids, is this for adults, whatever? Nah, I don't recommend this for anybody, actually, because what this is just a big ego project for this guy. I mean, I know a lot of it is, he probably funded a lot of it himself, or got the money through hard work and whatever to make this movie. But I noticed in the credits here, it's starring Yahoo Serious, written and directed by Yahoo Serious, produced by Yahoo Serious. He even had a lot to do with the music in here. But his performance in the movie is just he's just there, and he's like, look at me, look at my big hair, I'm hilarious, I'm gonna fall down now, and that's all he does. And of course they have to go out of their way to show that, they have to show him surfing, because I'm sure he's an accomplished surfer in real life, and also rock climbing, and he has to show off all these things that he can do, and he's super smart, and he created the atomic theory, and and rock and roll. All he does is lip sync in this and jump around when he's performing, and then falling down, of course, that's all part of the act too. I just don't find this guy amusing in the slightest. There were, in the movie, however, there were 2 scenes that did make me laugh. Not scenes, but just little 1-second visual gags. One of which is in the very beginning, when he's growing up in Tasmania, and he lives with his family on an apple orchard, and his father is trying to chase away the Tasmanian devils, and they just quickly cut to a shot of one of them, and it's looks like a ghoulie. It just looks super funny, and then they cut away, and there's nothing in the rest of the movie anywhere near that level of funny. Then there's another scene where Albert Einstein, Yahoo Serious, is on a train, and he's talking to Marie Curie, Madame Curie and all that. Yeah, and he's explaining his atomic theory and stuff, but he's got this lizard in his hand, and in some shots it's you can tell it's a real lizard that but he's talking, and he's talking like very like expressively. And I don't know if they cut it and edited it or if they're just really doing this, but there's some points where it's like he's moving his hands like so fast that like you can see the little lizard head flopping around in his hand. And I don't know, like maybe they're just like, fuck this lizard, who cares? Or if it's like a rubber lizard at some points when he's like that. I don't know. That kind of made me laugh. Not because I, believe in cruelty to lizards or anything like that. Just it just looked really funny. So that got a laugh. That and the Tasmanian Devil. That's it. That's the only funny things in this movie, in my opinion. This movie did really well in Australia. So I guess they thought, well, a couple of years earlier, Crocodile Dundee was a huge hit. And they've even, probably by then, they've probably had the sequels already. If they loved Crocodile Dundee, they're going to love this guy. Ooh, no, this movie, it did really well in Australia, but it flopped in North America. Maybe I just don't get the Australian humor. Yeah, I didn't get it. But I think it's just because it's pretty lame. It's like, if there's one word that I would use to describe young Einstein, would be lame. This movie gets an F. I'm giving it an F. Sorry, Einstein. This movie's a waste of time. It was a waste of my time. I hope I didn't waste too much of your time talking about it. This isn't one of the worst movies ever made. No. It's just a bad movie. And not a so bad it's funny movie like I was hoping. Just bad. Just a comedy that's not funny is a bad comedy. So anyway, have a good one out there, everybody.